Hey, what's up, Clinton? It's Steven. I spoke to you a little bit earlier. Hey, in this video, I'm going to show you three things that you can start doing today that'll actually start ranking you above your competitors in the Raleigh area. Now, if you can see that I can actually get this done, you can just respond back to this email and we can chat, or you can actually pass this on. I know you said you're working with another company now. You can pass this information on to them if you want, and they can help you rank as well. Now, I'm not going to waste any more of your time. I'm just going to jump right into this. The three things I'm going to be going over are content, citations, and backlinks. Now, content is pretty much everything on your homepage, really everything on your website, but primarily your homepage. Now, most business owners, they understand that the content on their front page is important, but a lot are really unsure of how much content and what type of content Google is actually looking for. Now, Google, they usually like to see at least 1,500 words of content on a front page for these service based industries such as junk removal. This gives you plenty of opportunity to add in all the, we call them buyer intent keywords and keyword phrases that people are searching for on your page. Now, before I go any further, I did notice you said to go ahead and then send this to your email on your website, but your email is incomplete. It just says email at junkprosquad.com. Same thing down here. So this is why I'm texting it to you and I'm just giving you that info. But I went ahead and brought up the main competitor, and I think this will be a pretty crazy info here. Now, it's Count Juncula, and it's just their Raleigh location page, right? And I threw them into a, sorry, let me put them back in here. Let me put them back in here. This will be really quick. It's worth it. Okay. And I'm throwing, this is called Ahrefs. And this tool is really good. It gives me a behind the scenes view of what Google actually uses to rank websites. Okay. So this is their Raleigh page. And their Raleigh, just their Raleigh locations page is currently being found for 59 keywords, and their site was clicked on almost 800 times in the past 30 days only. So I went ahead and threw your website into the same tool here, and jumpprosquad.com is currently being found for three keywords, and you were not clicked at all. Okay. So first, what we want to do is we can go to our competitor and we can click on this number, and this is going to bring up all the keywords they are currently being found for. So the ones we really want to focus on are the keywords with the locations tied to them. So this junk removal Raleigh NC, that term alone was searched right around 640 times in the past 30 days. And their site, that location page, got clicked on 231 times just for that keyword, right? But you can see there's a bunch of them down here. So you'd want to go down that entire list and get those, right? But let's see what you're being found for. Hold on. Okay. Why isn't this working? This is being kind of funny today. If it doesn't pull up now, I'm not going to worry about it right now. This tool is acting kind of funny, but you're being found for three keywords, but we want to make sure you have all those keywords with the locations on your website, and not just once. You want to find out how many times Count Juncula has them on their locations page, and you want to put them on, like the ones they have on once, you want to put on twice. The ones they have on twice, you want to put on three times. And that's why it's so important to have all like 1,500 words, so it doesn't look unnatural when you're putting in all those keywords. And if you were to do that, you would actually beat out your competitor on that content front. Now that's just one leg of SEO. Now, the next thing I want to go over is citations. Now, when people are searching these terms like removal, Raleigh NC, studies have shown that right around 45% of those people will be clicking on one of these businesses in this section that we call the map pack. This has everything to do with your Google business profile. Now, most people are under the impression that the main factor here are citation or reviews. And while reviews do factor into the rankings, the main driver are citations. Citation is basically your business's name, address, and phone number on a directory online. And some examples of these directories are Angie, Yelp, Yellow Pages and White Pages, is to name a few. I'm sure you guys already have some. Most businesses do, but it's the businesses that have at least, this is what we find, at least like 250 to 300 citations that end up getting up into this map pack and dominating it. Good news is there's tools that will actually show us the citations these businesses have. So, say for example, we find out Count Juncula Raleigh has 250 citations, right? You go down that list and match all those citations, and once you're done, you grab like 50 to 100 more. That would be enough to put you up in here and probably dominate the list, right? For Raleigh. Now, underneath the maps is what we call Google's organic search results list. And this number one spot here captures right around 40% of all clicks. So the map pack splits up 45% between these three businesses. This spot gets right around 40% all by itself. The main factor here is what we call backlinks. Now, backlinks, it's essentially other websites on the internet that have a link on one of their pages, whether it be through a blog post or a new press release or whatever it may be. But they have a link on their site that when it's clicked on, it leads back to your site. Now, Google uses this as like an online referral system. And the more relevant and popular that site is that's linking back to you, the better. And what I mean by that is, say you have a popular blog page, local blog page, or a popular industry related website that's linking back to your site, the more of those you have, the better. And the more Google is going to start ranking you higher in these, placing you higher in these rankings. Now, since you guys are a junk removal company, say you have a website like Pizza Hut linking back to you, very popular, gets a lot of traffic, but it's not going to do you guys any good because you guys don't sell pizza. So I want to go back here and look at our competitor again in this tool. And before I was looking at the keywords, now I want to look at their backlinks. And they're kind of a weird example. um, but it's, so just to be clear, it's through the content and specifically the keywords that Google finds you, but it's through the quality of your backlinks that Google determines where to put you in that rankings of search results. Now, this is a little bit different. Usually the main competitors have more backlinks, but they're getting a lot of power from their main domain. I don't want to get into the weeds with that, but usually we'll see more backlinks. But let's go ahead and take a look at yours. So you have 80 backlinks from a total of 58 websites. Referring domains, this is another name for websites. Our competitor has 22 backlinks from 16 websites. So it's not about the number really, it's about the relevance and the quality of those backlinks, okay? So what we'd want to do, so just because you have more, it doesn't mean, right? I mean, you can, if you have more, but they're like from unrelated sites that are what we call spammy sites, they can actually hurt your rankings in Google. So we can actually go into the websites that are pushing, that they're getting their backlinks from, and we want to look at that because that's what's actually pushing them up in the rankings. And you'd want to go through these and get backlinks from these same websites. And if you did that with like the top 3 websites, 3 businesses on this list, you would actually put your business, your website in contention for that number 1 spot, right? And probably up over after a little bit of time, and you would take over all that traffic. Is what I showed you. That number 1, your competitor in Raleigh right now is getting almost 800 clicks to their site. And I know you said you're working with that SEO company now. I don't know how long you've been with them, but you're not getting any clicks on Google right now. So yeah, just to kind of recap what we went over, the first thing is going to be content. You want at least 1,500 words on your homepage with the right keywords and the right amount of keywords. That's first off. Second is citations. You want to be in at least, I'd say, at least 300 directories to really start getting up into this list here and probably dominating this list and get into that 45% of clicks there. And then Lastly is backlinks, meaning you need more relevant websites linking back to your site in order to tell Google that it's you guys that are the authority when it comes to junk removal companies in the Raleigh area. Now, if you were to do all these things, you would eventually become number one. Now, like I said at the beginning of this video, you can take this information, you can pass it on to your current SEO company or implement it yourself, and that's fine. Or if you just want to save yourself some time, you can actually just book a call with me, a discovery call with me. Again, my name is Steven. I actually live right here in North Carolina, not too far from you, outside of Fayetteville down here. Um, you can respond back to this email, or you can give me a call at 910-551-2006. I appreciate your time, Clinton, and I hope you have a good weekend and a good holiday, man. Take care. Bye-bye.